Hey, Cole here. Welcome to Trans Spirit Indigo. I want to talk to you about the fact that there are endless perspectives on this planet. Everybody is in their own movie, so to say. Everybody has their own thought processes, and some might be similar to yours. They might be so similar that you'd think you're the exact same person until you discuss a certain topic and realize that there is something that you absolutely don't agree with. This topic has really been up in my reality in the past, I guess around 365 days. This is something that has really baffled me too, especially when you meet somebody where you would think that the way you think is identical, and it's not at all. And we have to remember that no matter how close you think you are to someone in your thought process, you're always you. You're an individual. The way you think is unlike the way anyone else thinks. It can be similar, but we are all individuals. With that being said, I want to talk about the fact that there are a lot of opinions on trans people and non-binary people. And if you didn't know, I am trans. And there's a lot of different viewpoints on what non-binary means. A lot of times non-binary people don't feel like either male or female. And sometimes they're like me, to where I am a transgender male, but I chose not to transition. So it puts me in that more non-binary category. But to each their own, right? Because everyone has their own perspective. There are a lot of opinions going on in this world about trans and non-binary people, and some of them will shock you. They've shocked me. Some of them are just way out there. There's people that think that there's some kind of government agenda to push trans people and to make everyone trans. And that one makes me laugh, because that couldn't be farther from my own personal truths. That's the thing. For some people, it is true. Some people believe that to be true. So what's true for you is true for you. And what's true for me is true for me. For me, trans people have been around since people have existed. Same with non-binary people. And I didn't know what the word trans meant until I was 20 in the year 2004. But I always knew that I felt like a guy in a girl's body. I say always, but since I was 3.5, 4 years old, I started to notice things in preschool. They put me in preschool pretty early. And by 5, I turned 5 before the summer going into my first year of kindergarten. So I was still in preschool, and I knew something was wrong. Technically it wasn't wrong, because being trans isn't wrong. But as far as society around me and what I was experiencing, it felt wrong, because they were putting me in the girl category, and I sure as heck didn't feel like a girl. For me, my truths and my perspective is just what I said, is I'm a male, I'm a transgender male. And that's the way that my life has gone. And I'm well aware that most people that see me, they don't see that. They don't see my perspective. A lot of times people don't know if I'm a male or a female, or they just assume. It really can go either way, literally. Like, some people think I'm a guy, some people think I'm a girl. Nobody really knows what I'm experiencing until I tell them, if I do tell them. And I think it's been easier for me to keep that in mind as the years have gone by, because when I was a lot younger, I would get very angry that people didn't understand what I was experiencing. Rightfully so, especially as an inexperienced person who didn't know anything about what it meant to be transgender. It's like I have total empathy for my younger self who didn't understand. But the more that I understand that everyone has their own perspective, the easier it has been for me to just let other people's opinions of me go, just to not care as much. It can still be hard, and it sucks being misgendered, but it makes it easier for me to handle the outside world, knowing that everyone has their own perspective. This is the way I see the world. Tons of people don't see the world the way that I see the world. And you, the way you see the world, not everybody's going to see it the way that you do. And to just be at peace with that, it will bring you just so much peace. It'll bring you joy and happiness to know that you can live your life from your own perspective, not given a cahoot about what other people think. Yeah, I just said that. So it makes it a lot easier. There's a lot of different perspectives going on. And before I head out of here, I want to say that I've noticed there are a lot of angry people in this world because they think that people like me, trans people, non-binary people, queer people, are trying to specifically emasculate all men. That, where did the masculine men go? And men should be men, and men don't wear dresses, and all this and all this. The thing is that, at least from my perspective, because again, that's all I can speak from, is my own perspective. To me, it's not that, well, I won't say we. It's not that so I'll speak from mine. It's not that I'm trying to say that there should be no masculine men. If you're a man and you're masculine, more power to you. What I'm trying to say is that men shouldn't have to be super masculine to be a man. If you're a biological cisgendered male and you don't feel super masculine, you don't do stereotypical masculine things, that's okay. That is A-okay. That's where I'm coming from. So when I see all these people mad saying they're trying to emasculate men, they're trying to make men into women, that's one perspective, but that's not mine. That's not my perspective. I mean, that literally is a perspective. There's a lot of people angry about it. I noticed this recently. I talked to a friend about this, and I just thought, oh, wow, they literally think that everybody who's queer is trying to just get rid of all manly men in the world. No. We need manly men. We need manly women. We need feminine men, feminine women. We need everybody. Everybody is unique. If everybody was the same, that would just be so boring and weird. Everybody's different. All different colors, all different perspectives. Everything. So I just want to send you so much love. I know it can be really hard. Okay, we are on Earth, and if you did not know, Earth is a school. This is a spiritual channel, so I'm gonna go there. Okay, Earth is a school, and we got the whole 3D to 5D going on right now. I'll have to make a different video about that because that's a really big topic. But 5D Earth is upon us because everything's frequency. So 5, the 5th dimension, that's a frequency. It's not a place. You could be in 3D and 5D at the same time. Okay? So, as we approach this new age, it's already here, it's been here. We have to stay true to ourselves and hold the light, anchor in the light. Because the more we work on ourselves too, the more we're helping the entire collective. Because I am you and you are me. Everyone is a mirrored reflection of you. So even those people that think that I personally have some kind of terrible agenda and want to get rid of all masculine men, they are technically a mirrored reflection of me. So I have to stop and say, okay, well, I can't really get mad at these people for misconstruing what I'm all about because they have their own perspective going on. And just because they have, remember this, just because somebody has a perspective of you that isn't how you really feel, doesn't mean you have to take that on as your own identity. You are a sovereign being, and you have the right to live your life the way you think, the way you want to. Please remember that. It can be tough out there. I'm not gonna lie. But when you think more so and focus more so on how brilliant and beautiful this life is, what a privilege it is to be here, it makes it a heck of a lot easier on a daily basis. Trust me, please. So yeah, just a quick message about perspectives and how Everybody has their own perspective. And again, how somebody's whole perspective can be so close to yours. You'll be talking to someone and, like maybe they're into the same politics, or they're into the same line of work you're doing, or whatever you're doing in school, or whatever your interests are. And you think, oh, we have so much in common. But then you get into another topic and it's completely opposite of how you feel. And sometimes it can be heartbreaking. Sometimes you feel like you really connected with someone, but maybe they believe in something that really bothers you. Maybe, you find out that somebody, you thought you had maybe you find out that someone you thought you had something in common with, a lot of things in common with, believe in something that's really not good for humanity. And then you realize you can't be friends with that person because it goes against all your morals. Like if you find out somebody's racist or something just really negative, it can be rough. You're like, oh man, you believe in all these, things good for the environment, but you're racist? What? That's just an example, but, we've all been there where we've met different people and sometimes they really shock us. You're like, how could you believe in all these humanitarian things, but then be racist? That doesn't make any sense. Well, in my opinion, and from my perspective, that doesn't make sense. But again, that's my perspective. So that's just what I wanted to talk about. Are the endless amounts of perspectives going on this planet. My advice? Stay true to who you are and what you believe in. And don't ever wander away from that. Just always be true to yourself, and that will reflect back to you. Much love, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, night, wherever you are, right now, in this now moment. I look forward to seeing you again.